And when I did, there was a security issue and that interview was stopped. So she's now coming towards me with a personal... So the person with her, I know him, and he's a close protection bodyguard. So I know him personally. So we're now going to do an interview with Afua. So let me turn your microphone.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. So
okay, I'm good.
So let me turn you up slightly, my dear. So
Is that music all right? Yeah?
No, don't worry about me. I've got good systems here. So good afternoon, Afua.
Hey, Mike.
So you're down here in Brixton, Windrush Square again. Yeah. Why are you here, my darling?
You know why I'm here. I'm here because of Vincent
My people don't know.
Vincent Rat, who is the most prolific paedophile this area has ever seen. Not just a paedophile, a henchman, a murderer, a maimer, an extortionist, you know. I'm here because of him and all the associates, all the people that knew him, that had the same sort of paedophilic behaviour as he did. I'm here for the little baby that was burned in a fire just there on Afua Rose by Vincent because he wanted to hide the fact that the mother of that child was 12 years old. I'm here for all of the Windrush generation that was sexually abused in their homes, on the streets of Brixton, Harlesden, all over the country, because it is time that black women had a space where we were able to express ourselves. So that's why I'm here, Big Mike.
So as you know, I try to be impartial and I try to be devil's advocate, even though I have my own views. So you've alleged that a gentleman has done some very serious crimes over 30, 40, at least 40 years, correct or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do you believe that he has not been arrested and gone through the criminal justice system for what's been alleged as heinous crimes? Why is that not happening here?
Before I could say that people were too intimidated to report it. I can't say that now because a lot of women came to me and we put a lot of police reports in. We know that Vincent Rat was a police informant, standard, that's it. The whole area knows. They also know about his atrocities and his crimes. We believe that Vincent has information that the system would rather he not share. And that's the reason why he hasn't been arrested. That's what we believe. We'll be talking about that up at Brixton Police Station later on because we indict Brixton Police. We know that there's a cover-up going on and we want to get to the bottom of that.
Last year I was here and I met you for the first time and you were down at Brixton Police Station. You made similar allegations. What has occurred since last year when you brought these out publicly and everyone knew? What's happened?
We've met with Lambeth MPs. I've been asking for a whole year, in fact before that, even before last year's March, for a meeting with the borough commanders. At one point it was going to go there. They cancelled and again never heard from them. Haven't heard from Lambeth MPs either, even though they made us lots of promises that they were going to support. So we keep fighting for that. We will be heard. They will have to pay attention and not ignore us, and that's why we're still here. So there's been lots of that happening. We've also been raising funds to get legal representation, to push for a public inquiry. But these things take funds. And unfortunately, if you ask our community, our black community for funds, you're called a scammer and you're told that you're stealing people's money. This is the second year that we've put on this event. It's not cheap. The event doesn't come for free. And in 2 years, we've raised just short of £3,000. It's not enough. It's not enough. So I may have to, which is against my Pan-Africanist principles, ask for funding for this event. And what a shame and a travesty it will be if the system that I'm against, that we're against, funds this event instead of our own community.
What effect has all of this had on you for the last...
I'm exhausted, Mike. I'm travailed, I think is the word. I am, but I will keep on going. It's draining to get all this negative attention. It's draining to always have to listen to so much sorrow. It's draining to get all the attacks and the threats, you know, and all of this type of stuff. But we're undeterred because the battle is not, you know, the race is not for the swift. It's for those who can endure it. And as the songwriter says, the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory.
I'm going to ask you a silly question, but it's not. Have you heard of a man by the name of Tommy Robinson?
Of course I have.
And do you know what Tommy Robinson's been doing in Telford and all them areas?
I know his history. but I haven't caught up with him since the Battle of Trafalgar, of which I was a very proud participant in the Battle of Trafalgar. I was there.
But the point I'm making, he's been campaigning very similarly in Telford in regards
about
to
the Asian gang.
Yes.
Oh yes, I am aware of that.
And what he did, something similar to you, but on a much bigger scale. And he ended up making a documentary film with a lot of evidence, and all of the people who claimed they had been abused, a lot of them come forward. They were part of that documentary, and that had a big ear in Telford. Have you considered something similar, or would you?
I cannot say. I cannot say. All right?
So what do you have planned
Let's
for
just say
today?
that things are in the pipeline right now.
I know.
Yeah?
What do you have planned for today?
Same as we did last year. Open mic, open expression, loud voices, and lots of resolution and focus. That's what we've got planned for
Finally,
today.
can I be honest? I didn't hear of you two last year. When I came here, I was flabbergasted at the personal testimonies of so many people who made those claims.
Exactly.
It was harrowing. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And one thing which I was shocked, that it was black people saying this about other black people.
Absolutely.
And it shows it does happen in all communities, all races, all religions. And it is good, it is coming out.
Yep. That's what we highlight, the fact that it's been hidden for so long. We know it's been going on. We were the victims. So, it's time. His time is up.
But
time to talk.
Last year he actually come down here, didn't he?
Yeah, he did last year, but I doubt he'll show his face this year after the thrashing that he got, the humiliation that he had to endure. I doubt he'll show his face.
Excellent, but thank you very much.
Thank
as
you,
normal.
Street Mike.
I'm only here until 2 o'clock because I have to be elsewhere. But I'm confident we will gather lots of information. If there's anything I can do to help and assist,
thank you.
Everyone knows me. Your young gentleman here contacted me on Friday to make sure I was here.
Oh, bless.
And I'm here. Thanks a lot.
Blessed love, Street Mike.
Excellent. Don't forget my money.
Street Mike.
Anything you want to add in closing?
Come down. Come down and represent the women in your community. It's high time that it happened, my brothers. Come down, and the sisters that feel afraid. Come down and express yourself. Blessed love.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I kick that on you? Yeah, I'm not going to listen to it. Yeah, that's no problem. When you get up on When you get up, do you mind if I put it on when you get up on the stage, yeah? Just to make sure I get crystal... Only when you get up.
All right, no worries.
Yeah, I'll put it on only when you get up if you're okay with that, yeah? Thanks a lot. Clive, you made it. So for those of you who are watching, we've just heard a personal testimony from Afua Rose, and it has been alleged that there's been a systematic abuse, rapes, and all kind of different abuse here in Brixton, and she is leading a campaign to ensure that successful prosecutions are brought. I don't know if it's true or not, but all you can do is listen to the personal testimonies of so many people who will be appearing down here today. Big up.
So we're going to switch things. We're going to go live on YouTube. So stay where you are, and you can see the live on.
So you decided to come?
No, well, I was going by my mum anyway.
All right then. And yeah, that's close by. Yeah. But I'm only here till 2 o'clock. Then I'm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, Teresa, you alright, babe?
Never
are watching, the person in red, her name is Afua Rose, and she's the person who is leading the campaign down here, and she will be getting on the stage in a few moments, and some harrowing information is going to come out. So if you are watching, please share this link with at least 20 of your family and friends and ask them to subscribe. So share this information with your family and friends and ask them to subscribe. So let's wait for... She's taking lots of risks being down here. Her life has been threatened. And this is some of the stuff we have to do. Big up. And you can probably understand why Speaker's Corner was not important for me today. Big up. So don't forget, she's going to be speaking in a few moments, so if you do like what you're seeing, share this link with 20 of your family and friends. This is going to be one of the most harrowing things you're ever going to hear or see on Street Mike. So share with your family and friends. I've already heard Afua speak, and I've heard her friends, and I've heard some of the ladies who are going to be giving personal testimonies down here, and it will make you cry. If you don't cry from what you are hearing today, you are mad. You are crazy. Big up. So, Afua is just making sure that what she's doing is on social media. So, when she walks on, you see the closeness Street Light gets all of these issues. Big up, big up, big up, big up. See, I didn't know this was actually taking place, but a very important person called me on Friday, and I prioritised what I had to do today, and it was not Hyde Park Corner. I apologise to all of you who normally do go to Speaker's Corner, but another live streamer from the Hyde Park is also down here, and he will be going to Speaker's Corner, but I will not. And for those of you who don't know some of the history, Afua has made some serious allegations against a very powerful person here in Brixton, and that person, it has been alleged, owned a security company. So hence the reason there's a lot of security around here, but for Afua. And it's been alleged that there was corruption in the police, that's why nothing was ever done. I don't know if that's true, I'm just stating what has been said and what is continuously said. If it is true, individuals have to be held to account, and she is asking for a public inquiry to establish. Big up, sir, big up, big up, big up. And she is asking for a public inquiry. Big up. No one's going to be allowed too close to Afua for obvious reasons. If you try it, you're going to feel the wrath of close protection. So don't try anything. happening now. So the police in the background, they've been called off. They've been told, don't come. There's the bill. Watch the police. They're not going to do that. This is under control. Those watching, watch, listen, and get educated about how certain things work.
I don't care. You deal with that. You deal with that. You deal with that. You have to deal with that differently. Don't bring that energy, man. I want to fucking do it. I want to feel about it. Don't never do your job. So obviously you got them involved and you're doing it that way. Why can't it this? Can't you see how they all these fucking mothers, bro. All of these mothers, bro. All of these mothers are broken, bro. They're broken, bro. That's why they're here. They need a voice, bro. 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 You don't love none of you. Brother, you don't love none of you. What I'm saying. It's the woman them that need a voice, brother. There you go, what? If you get a bad man, if you want a bad man, if you're going to put your hand on her, you know what you done, bro. You know what you done. No. You Charlotte, bro. Where's my victim? Big them. Talk to me, brother. What attention? You're throwing to my family name. Talk to me, brother. And you bring my grandson into it. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me, brother. If you want to put your hand on me, don't try to feel. What does that mean, brother? Right? What does that mean, brother? Because I ain't trying to do her nothing. But the energy's wrong. The energy's wrong. The energy's wrong. The energy's wrong, bro. The energy's wrong. Enough women on enough women has gone through similar shit. That's why my mother went through it. So did mine. So did my auntie. So did my auntie. But that woman, please. This is why I'm vexed. There's not enough man. There's not enough man for people like you, bro. Energy like that. So why did you go out different, bro? No, I got all my messages to her. I told her to publish the messages. She hasn't done it. All she's done is speak. I got the phone angle. This is the angle I'm having. I'm not having this angle here, bro. You have to clear it. Hey, bro. No. And what's she done? Badness is not what's going to put in the right. I ain't coming up badness. No credibility is everything to me. But those, then watch her. Those that really know you, let me show you something. The world is watching. Yeah, hold on, watch. I'm not hiding. Hold on. The world is watching, watch it. The same way that they put shit. Hold on. The same way that they, hold on, brother. Hear me. The same way that they put shit on my name out there. Brother, listen. Woman, listen to me. Listen to me, bro. No, listen to me, bro. And it's man behind it. Where's the woman putting stuff on me then? You're not listening, brother. You want me to listen to you? Hey, son. The same way you box me, man, I can box you. The same way you talk to me, I can talk to you. Listen, thank you, bro. The same way they put shit on my name, I didn't react like that. You know why? know why, my brother? Brother, do you know why? Those that really know you, hold on. Those that really know you. Fuck all the outside people. If you are who you are, then your people know who you are.
I don't have no people, bro. I got me. I defend me.
I defend me. But my liberty means that people defend that.
I've got nuts in my family that I don't even chat to.
Brother.
What's wrong with you, bro?
What's wrong with me?
If you don't understand why I'm here, all those women that I've advocated for in Brixton, where's your voices? Why did none of you defend me? Hey? Why?
But maybe they feel like you haven't advocated for them. Maybe that's why they're not here. This is what I'm saying, brother. The fucking truth speaks for itself.
If that's the case,
women are being fucking
if
trouble,
that's
bro.
the case, the silence of the black community is what's making them sick. And that's why they target men like me, because of the weak. Simple. Because the weak are without me.
No weapon form, no fashion against you can prosper, my queen. Oh, you mean, sister?
There's a natural mystic flowing through the air, and if you listen carefully, then you will hear. Come on, people, come forward. Leave that. We're starting.
Yes, queen.
There's been so many elements. There's been so many elements. Come through, people. Come through, come through, come through. You know it's a Sunday, so the crowds are gathering a lot more, they're gathering slower this year. A lot of people have been saying to me, oh, there was loads more people this year. It was a Saturday afternoon. It's Sunday. People are coming from church. They're coming forward. Last year was rap. You thought that he could come and intimidate our women and stifle our voices. This year we have Milton McGowan over there trying to intimidate the women and trying to stifle our voices. That is not going to happen, my people. This movement is about the fact that we as black women have never ever had a voice. We have never ever had a voice, my people. We've never had a voice where we can express ourselves. We've never had that. So this is what this campaign represents. It represents the fact that we, as a Windrush generation of women, that is where it started, we have taken back our power.
Yes.
And there is a lot of people that don't like it. There's a lot of people that are angry about that. We have taken back our power today. We are not going to be abused by our baby fathers. We are not going to stand silently and be abused by our uncles and our fathers and our brothers. We are saying enough is enough is enough.
Our voices will be heard.
Our voices will be heard. You understand? It will be heard regardless of anything. This brother over here, I asked him time and time again to come on the live with his concerns, and he chose to stay and troll my page to target Afua Rose because she'd come on to tell her story, and because we talked about it. Afua Rose said she had a vibe that he was a rapist. I did not say that, but he wants to indict me and give himself kudos, and rather than come on the live peacefully, he's chosen to come down here and try to intimidate us. We say his time is up. It is up. It is up.
Time is up.
Yeah? This man is a personal friend of Vincent Rat. He contacted me when I was in Tanzania to tell me that. And I entertained him with reasoning. When he got shirty and started shouting at me, I took issue and I cut him off and blocked him on my Facebook. I don't know this man from anywhere but that. And since that day I blocked him on Facebook, he has decided to troll my page. If I'm a liar, like you were saying in the comments, why didn't you come on the live and defend yourself? You choose to come here to show us and flex your muscles and shout at us because you're a misogynistic, nasty piece of work, and you keep the wrong company. You keep the wrong company. This is the man that tried to convince us that Vincent Ratt was a community leader that should be respected. Shame on you. Shame on you. Defending a paedophile. Defending a paedophile. Calling him a community leader when you knew what he was going on with, just like any man in Brixton. Oh yeah, whatever. You knew, just like any man in Brixton, that this man was a prolific paedophile. Why have you come here to try to intimidate us? Shame on you. You're behaving like a slave master. Shame on you. And that's all I'm saying with him. My sisters, we want to hear your stories. Because I know that we've got people here that have been hurt. Yeah? We love our men, but we don't love the deviant ones amongst them. We refuse to shield the deviant ones amongst them any further. We are no longer going to do that. Let us celebrate the good brothers in our community, those that are willing to stand up. This brother here, Killer P, last year our brother Mega, none of them needed to do what they did, but they saw that our cause was righteous. They saw that it was time, because they grew up with the story same way we did. Do you understand? And they've put themselves on the line, their heads above the parapet, to come out here and do what the brothers are supposed to be doing. Come, Killer P.
I'm not here for that bit. I'm only here in the background to protect the sisters that have a voice that need to be heard. That is it. My voice gets heard. I want you guys' voice to be heard without any of these type of people in the background trying to intimidate you guys. Because that's what we're here for. If you want to intimidate me, I come from that. And we can deal with that. And most of the men from these parts knows that we deal with those that want to intimidate those. So we can identify. But don't do it to the sisters. Because that's what's led this to where we're at today. Silence the sisters till you box them up. Silence them and box them up and left them in one room. Picnic them in the next room. No. I was a part of that. Yeah. Go on, Toxis.
That's right. That's right, my brother. You know, that's it. I mean, anybody that has any sense of decency would be saying what this brother is saying. Who has any sense of decency. And we want to hear your stories. This is about you guys. It's about sharing what has been going on for you. And we're going to do the same that we did last year. We are going to go over to the town hall and we're going to rally there, okay? And after that, we're going to march up to Brixton Police Station because we want answers. As much as we work with the police and we respect them for the job that they do, we want answers as a community why this has been allowed to happen and run rampant in our community for generations.
We love that part there, you know. But me don't work with police, you know. But big up the sisters that have to. But I know I need to make that clearer for you. Because this is what the people them are trying to do, to slander me. Oh, we work with bad man, I work with police. I'm here to defend my sisters.
I hear you. I hear you. When I say work with police, I'm not a part of the police force. But right now, they're the people, that's all we've got. And we need, as a community, to stop this black wall of silence. Yeah, we need to do that. Because that is what has allowed this type of thing to endure for so long. Is the fact that we don't want to build a relationship. Anybody, any clever strategist, if you look at any of our leaders from Malcolm X to Marcus Garvey, they worked alongside with the police. They might not have agreed with them, they might not have loved them, but a true strategist puts their emotions at the door. That's what we need to do. And we need to understand that a relationship needs to be built so that those of us who are witness to knife crime, who see us killing each other, those of us that are being raped in our homes, feel able to go and bring due process. That is part of what we're trying to do. You know, I've said it lots of times on the live, I don't need to keep saying it again. Yeah? I am the quickest, let me tell you. If you threaten me, your name will be given to the police. Milton, your name was given to the police from days ago. Days ago, because we knew you'd be here. We did. Yeah? We did. So I'm not about no wall of silence. I will serve you up quick to the powers that be. Unfortunately, we live in a community, in a Western world where we have to. And until you people, our people, black people, decide to formulate their own governments, decide to go back and do what they need to do and be able to govern and police themselves, they are all we have. And that's it. as far as I'm concerned, my brothers and sisters. So let's do that. There is a new route to this march which wasn't advertised, because we are going to go up to UCKG Church. Yeah? We got the two sisters here that were on the live. And there, I am going to do a prayer. I wanted to start this with prayer today. I really did. On the way, all week, from the time Tuesday turned this week, it has been nothing but one thing after another that threatened for me not to be here today.
You got to use etiquette.
Away from the speaker. It threatened for me not to be here today. On the way here this morning, I had my daughter in the back of the car. Thankfully, by the grace of God, we hadn't even hit the motorway yet. But going at 25 miles an hour, on my driver's side, my front and back wheels exploded. And that could have been a lot worse. So there are elements.
2 wheels.
2 wheels.
Not one.
What's going on? So there are elements of work here, my brother. 2.
With the alloys bent.
With the alloys bent.
Imagine, and there was no impact like that
For the alloys to be bent. So we already know that there are elements that are fighting this. Yeah, and that's what makes me know I'm not concerned about the size of the crowd. We got enough pure warrior spirits here for our voices to be heard. And I'm good with that. Let's lead out, my brothers and sisters. Give us some time. Security are going to get ahead of the crowd. And we're going to go across the road to Lambeth Town Hall. And then from there, where is UCKG, sister?
Right, on the same road, straight up from the police station. So when we go there...
After or before the police station?
After.
After the police station. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go UCKG first, and then we're going to come back to the police station and then come back here for the rest of the afternoon. Okay, my brothers and sisters? Is that good with you guys? Are we here?
Yes, sir.
Are we afraid?
No.
Are our voices being heard?
They will be heard.
Yes. His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up. We say no to pedophiles. We say no to elite pedophile rings. We say no to violence against women and girls. We say no. If there's anybody else that wants to come up quickly and bless the rollout over to there, please come up and let me know. Otherwise, you can have a chance to speak over at the town hall. All right?
So we are now going to be making our way to the town hall.
Welcome to the His Time Is Up 2022. Thank you so much for being here.
Don't forget, if you're new to Street Night, give me the thumbs up. Make your comments down below. Share and follow.
No. Thank you so much for coming. It's really important.
If you are new to Street Night, hit the subscribe button. I want to see you hitting that subscribe button. We're going to be live streaming till at least... Sorry? We're going to be live till 2 p.m. So if you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button, hit that button, subscribe, and share the YouTube link with 20 of your family and friends.
The person I want to speak about specifically is Eamon's Midget Edwards. The guy that raped me when I was 9. But I thought I was 9, but in trying to exonerate himself, he did some calculations, and I realised that he was more guilty, so I was 8 at the time. Because paedophiles are not the most clever people. So thank you very much for that, Eamon. Eamon has made recently a retarded video. I don't know what it said because I was busy doing stuff, so I didn't interrogate it. But he's gotten better at spelling, and but still chatting shit. Crowlene Edwards, the sister who also has a paedophile man who's in jail grooming their daughter. All of those people must be taken to task. Yeah, so if anybody knows where Eamon's is or has any stories about Eamon's Midget Edwards, short guy, rapist, prolific, do come up and say. All I can say apart from that is thank you all very much for being here. If you have anything that you want to say or you want to use the mic, don't be afraid. Please come forward. And thank you again for your presence. I actually did that deliberately. It wasn't a glitch. Thank you. Dirty earmans. They're going to lock you up. You'll go on.
We are going to be going to Lambeth Town Hall in a minute with Afua. So that's Afua in red. So the security is going to protect her. So we're now going to follow Afua to the town hall.
Else gonna come and make a contribution? All right, let's lead out. Let's go over to Lambeth Town Hall. Okay.
So right about now, lioness on the rise, warrior queens, headed over to the town hall for some more speech. Yes, queens.
Struggled long. You've trod one of life's roughest roads.
Yes, Lord.
With the heaviest load. To meet someone to be known.
Yes, queens.
Carry your mind and the hair burn.
Keep it going,
Don't give up now, just pray for strength now. For you are dedicated my song. La da 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 da.
yes, black queens. Rise up, unafraid. Lioness, be unafraid.
We are the same ones in the plantation.
With lashes to our skin. Oh gosh.
On auction blocks with chain and cord.
A branded merchandise. Oh no.
How many of you said
While we were refused.
you thrown in the gravity?
Yes, Lord.
But no need for that now. Free yourself of that now.
And help me to sing
my song.
Sing our song.
La da da da
Black
da
woman.
da da
Queen of creation. Queen Lioness Afua, Royal Empress on the rise. They cannot stop the time. So his time is up. We are not afraid.
When you're fighting,
Stand up for the right thing and not that which is wrong.
I heard Rachel mourning for her children. When Herod and Sarah took their little heads. But like Mary and like Joseph,
And like Afua and the royal queens
overcame men's
overcame men's evil devices. We dedicate this song to the survivors. His time is up. Black woman, black woman. No, you struggled long. Yes, Lord. Live free your conviction.
You are dedicated my song.
Because of the time, the Omega energy is up. We are on the rise, lioness.
LB, how are we getting on with the megaphone, sis? LB, I can't see you. Come back that way. She's setting up the megaphone, people, so bear with me. Once I get the megaphone going, then we'll go over to Lambeth Town Hall, okay? All right, bless.
Yes, Queen Afua. When you move, we move. Just like that. Yes, Lord. No woman, no cry. Woman, no cry. blessing, Lord. Honors and manners. See the Queen? Keep up the fight. In the government yard, entrenched down. Hubba, serving the hypocrites as they would mingle with the good people we meet. Good friends we have, good friends we've lost. Along the way, in this bright future, you can't forget your best. So dry your tears, I say, every woman, no woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No more tears. Little daughters. Tears are a language God understands. No woman, no cry. Revolutionary, rebellious woman. Lioness Empress Afua Rose. In the government yard, entrenched down. Thank you to our police officers. We thank you so much for being here today and helping us. Thank you so much. And we would cook cornmeal porridge, of which I'll share with you. Yes, man, we are telling you the powerful words of Robert Nesta Marley right there. Yes, Rasta Queen. This is the time for all of us to come together. His time is up. Yes, LB, we hear you. You can't carry him and can't come by yourself. Yes, we are all here on the one accord today.
Right, people, we're on top. Let's go over to Lambeth Town Hall, Brixton Town Hall there. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. Come on. His time is up. 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 I can't hear you. His time is up. 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 What is it? 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 His time is up. 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 What is it? 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 All their times are up. All their times are up, brothers and sisters. All their times are up. Remember, I tell you, the reason that we come to Lambeth Town Hall is because they are the institutional representation of what was going on the streets of Brixton, of Lambeth in general. They are the symbolic institutional representation. More than that, their bloody hand is in it. They placed these children in unsafe spaces. They knew that there were young children, 11 and 12 years old, turning up pregnant on their patch, and they did absolutely nothing about it. They literally placed these children in really unsafe, abusive environments, and they never looked back. They locked the door and threw away the key. That's what happened. So that's the reason we come up to Lambeth. That's the reason that we've been trying to liaise with Lambeth MPs, all three of them women. All three of them women. Two of them black women, and they have done absolutely nothing to assist us in this campaign. So we indict them today. That's what we do. We indict them. And when we go to the police station, we're going to hear more about how the whole thing is in tandem with each other. That is what's going on. This is a conspiracy. These people have given redress to every other young person in Lambeth care homes that were abused, but they have not given a redress to the victims of Melting Pot, to the victims of Veronica Duggan's care homes, Tony Clark's care homes. None of it has been redressed or even addressed by Lambeth. So my brothers and sisters, I want to hear your stories. Tell us about UCKG. Tell us about that nasty uncle. Tell us, share here. Because the one thing that I will tell you, and I can assure you of, is that when you speak it into the atmosphere, their power is gone. It is gone. There is no more secrets. They don't have that power to be able to silence you. We've seen the display from Milton McGowan right now about what happens when we refuse to be silent. He's ashamed. That's why he's been here, because me and Afro Benny exposed him for who he really was. And that's all it is. This collective shame that we have that gives rise to debauchery in our community has got to stop, my brothers and sisters. It's got to stop. I can see a sister here, Donna Murray Turner, who I know is a big activist. Yes, Donna. I don't try and hide behind the phone. I know that she's a big advocate for women and young people in Lambeth. And Croydon, I believe, is that right, sister? I'd love you to come up and say a few words for us, my sister, if you please. Yes, you, Donna.
Oh, sorry. We don't have these things in Croydon, so it's all new technology to me. I think events like this are so important. I really wanted to speak when we got late to the church because, as a black woman, it's so important that we have our voices. And the reason that I say that is because without our voices, what do we teach our daughters? Or what do we show our sons? And we know we are in a community right now where we have youth violence issues. And a lot of it stems from the fact that we have had no voice. We have internalized the rape, we have internalized the domestic abuse, and in turn we have perpetuated that on our children. Our silence has been complicit in the way that our young people are now. And people that have, you know, I know people, the police are here, but there's one thing I want to say. Certain people have always called themselves community leaders. And the police were in collusion with that.
That's right.
They supported those individuals.
That's right.
Because those individuals were informers for them.
That's right.
Informers of our community on behalf of the Metropolitan Police Service. Now I am one of those sisters who works with the police because like Afua said earlier on, without engagement there is no way forward because England is not free. So somebody has to speak to the institutions. But many of these institutions have been complicit in the trauma that the black community has endured in South London because they chose those people and what those individuals were doing over the harm those individuals were doing in our community. The rape, the torture, the paedophilia. And we today have to use our voices to call them out. This black wall of silence ain't helping nobody.
That's right.
It's not helping us and it's not helping our children.
That's right.
So please, today, think seriously. When something happens, I know we call it informing, but it's not informing. It's saving a life. Do you know how many black women's lives could have been saved if people had talked up for a long time?
That's right.
Do you know?
That's right.
Do you know how many young black girls' lives would have been saved if people talked up? But no, we're too afraid of these so-called community leaders. And where are they now? They've never done anything to support, feed us and nourish us as a community. So I really big up Sister Afua because you know what? Their time is up, blood. And we stand with her. As survivors, we stand with her, and as black women we stand with her because somebody must talk up. There is nobody else to talk up for us, so we must talk up for ourselves. Thank you.
Don't forget, if you like Street Night, hit that subscribe button. So hit that subscribe button if you like Street Night. Hit that subscribe button.
UCKG, come up for me, my sister. This is the beautiful sister Rachel, who came on the platform and shared her story and her experiences of the UCKG church. We know there's a branch in Brixton. We know that there's a lot of atrocities going on there, a lot of darkness. So we're going to go there after this. You're going to lead with us, sis, because I don't know where it is. And we're going to put down some prayer, because I think they need that. That's what they need. They need prayer. They don't need rallying and marching. They need prayer. That's what those people need. Tell us, sister, for the people that didn't see the live, why you're here.
Greetings, everybody. I'm here on the behalf of the Surviving Universal UK movement. It's a movement to raise awareness about the atrocities of the UCKG Help Centre. There is a branch just before Turtle Bay here in Brixton. They have one in Croydon, Peckham. They have one in every borough you can think of. Anywhere where there's black people in the UK, that's where they set up shop. Because they want your children. They want their children. They want the single mothers. They want people who are struggling. People who want help. And then they get them and then they brainwash you. They take away your money. They take away your self-esteem. They take away your identity as black people. And then they want to parade around as if they care about people. As if they care about mental health. When all they do is demonize mental health. If you was to go in there today and tell them that you have depression, you have suicidal thoughts, they'll tell you to present an offering to God. They'll tell you that you need deliverance, that you're full of demons. And these are the same people that prey on black people. You go into any UCKG in the UK, you'll see pure black people. They don't business with black people. The bishop said Black Lives Matter is a lie. He forbade his members from protesting during Black Lives Matter. They do not care about black people, but they care about your black pounds. They want your money, they want your energy, they want your time, all to use you, to abuse you. But today we say UCKG fooling. They're going to know that we're not having it. We're not having it. We're not allowing them to get away with brainwashing our children. We're making our children say, look, drop out of uni, come to the church full time, serve God. You don't need to go uni. You don't need to go to your family's party. We're your family. We're saying that's enough. We're not having it. So today when we march past the Brixton branch, we need to let them in there know that we're not having it. We won't tolerate it, and they will fool. They will fool in Brixton. That's right. They will fool in Croydon. They will fool in Finsbury Park. They will fool in Hackney. They will fool. Everybody will know about them. If you didn't know about the UCKG, now you know. Because they're after you. Their time's up. Thank you.
Don't forget, hit that subscribe button on YouTube.
With you, after all that we've learned in the last
So hit the subscribe button,
about
hit that
UCKG,
button.
I'm kind of looking forward to this part of the march more than anything else, I'm going to be honest. You understand? These paedophiles around there, they already know. We've done their skin loads of times. But you see this lot up here? When I hear what they've been going on with, to our children, it's not on. I cannot wait to get to UCKG right now, my brothers and sisters, let me tell you. Is there anybody else that wants to lend their voice? Anyone else? We had a lot more vocalism last year. Oh no. But you know what? This is actually a good sign, because it means that we're sharing our stories. It means we're talking. I think what we saw last year was an outpouring of people that had never spoken. You know, but those people have spoken now, so it's a good thing. We're here being more active and more participatory in that regard. It's not a bad thing at all. Sister Lorraine, did you want to come up? All right, let's do it at the end, because we're still going to hear from people at the end. Lead us to UCKG, my sister. Lead us to UCKG. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul.
So the protest is now making its way towards UCKG, which is about half a mile down the road. Then that protest will be making its way towards Brixton Police Station, where a number of allegations again will be made. But my name is Wendell Daniel from Street Mike, and we are coming to you live and direct from the streets of Brixton. And we are coming to an end now, because I have to be out of here by 2 o'clock, but by the time they get where they're going and me getting back is going to be far beyond that time. So we are going to be ending now. There are some other live streamers there, and I believe they might be making their way eventually, the live streamers that is, towards Speaker's Corner. But I'm now ending here. I do hope you like what you've seen, and even though it's difficult to listen to it, you know, this is what we do. We go onto the streets of London and we bring you real news. But what I will say, names have been mentioned earlier on in regards to people who have allegedly abused and raped young children or others. You know, that's an allegation made by those making the allegations. There is no evidence that has occurred. The persons who allegedly did this, you know, they haven't had their chance to give their side of the story. And it's important, me as a journalist, you know, I do go out there and I get real stuff, but there needs to be balance. And that balance includes giving others the opportunity to have their say. The persons here in Brixton have not been allowed to do that because they're not here. So all I will say is what has been alleged today is an allegation. I actually believe it. I don't believe these ladies who've given personal testimonies are lying. But the fact is, those who have been alleged to have raped and molested, they have not been given the chance to have their say. But we are now coming to an end, and I thank you all for watching. I'm not doing Speaker's Corner today. I have a private event to do now. So I'm now going to go and do a private event. It's actually at 3 o'clock. Hence the reason I'm not doing Speaker's Corner. I must pay my bills somehow. And standing at Speaker's Corner for 8 hours, not getting paid for it, isn't a way to earn money to pay for what I do. So I'm doing a private event. But all I can say is thank you very much for watching. Thank you all of those who are on the YouTube chat. And what I will do, I will mention a few of your names like I normally do, because I know you love it. I know you love me as well, and you can't do without me, and you're actually missing your regular fix. And all I will say, let me mention a few names. So, Iceni Norfolk, Sloopel, BMW 007 Nike, One, Check My Playlist, Desiree Carmi, Insane Dwayne, Watching the Watchers, Ben Alomi, Jamie Dolan, Insane Dwayne, Lacey Lockett 1, A Black, Nicholas Magua, Play Awesome, Sasha Blue, Jessica, Fat Loba, Play. Thank you all for watching. Without you guys, this would not be the same. But I am finishing now, and you know, it is a very busy week for me this week, and I'm not due to live stream publicly again until the end of the week. I got private events every day of this week, and some well-known live streamers will be live streaming for me as well. When I say I'll give you 200 quid for a couple hours of work, they jump to it, you know. So I am going to be busy this week. So all I can say, thank you for watching, and I will be back. If you want to find out what I'm doing, just go into the community tab on YouTube, and that's where I put information. But I'm not due to live stream again this week publicly, nor will I be at Speaker's Corner next Sunday. So I'm not due to live stream again this week, nor will I be at Speaker's Corner next Sunday. And if anything major happens in London, I'll be there. But at this moment, I will not be live streaming until something major in London happens. And that happens all the time, so you might see me, but it's nothing planned. So, again, thank you for watching, and goodbye.